Both of his arms move up and down, but again, be very careful, especially if he has the chainsaw attached. In this video, I will review the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface 18-inch figure with sensor-activated sound from the Todd McFarlane Toys. This is definitely a classic vintage figure and would be a great addition to your horror collection. And if you're interested in purchasing this 18-inch Leatherface version from the McFarlane Toys line, I hope this review will help you make an informed decision before you buy. I believe this Leatherface is based on the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, but if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Okay, let's get into the details. I was able to find prices for this Leatherface ranging from $325 to $470. Franchise is Movie Maniacs, brand is McFarlane Toys, type is action figure. One item included is the chainsaw. The year manufactured 2001, and it weighs 4.41 pounds and 18 inches high. Most of these older figures are pre-posed with very little articulation and are really made for display only. So far, this is actually my favorite figure due to the combination of detail, height, and weight. You can see here the detail of the stitching of the mask and the grossness of his rotten teeth, which is done very well. The chainsaw is done very well, but is very delicate and you need to be very careful with it. His eyes are sunken in, which makes him creepier. The apron is actually made out of a thick rubber and does not detach. It may look like it does, but it does not. The articulation that this Leatherface has is that his head does move. Well, not really. I mean, it moves slightly left and right, but not much. Both of his arms move up and down, but again, be very careful, especially if he has the chainsaw attached, and you will see why. As you can see, I just broken it. But I left this video in as a warning. Be careful with the chainsaw. If you rewind that part, you will notice how my hands just froze for a few seconds. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, and I kind of just stood there. But when this happens, what do? I got some glue and put it right back on. So fortunately, it wasn't like an arm or a head or something like that. It was kind of like the handle of the chainsaw, which I was able to put back into the socket with the glue. And you can't even tell that it snapped off. His waist moves, which allow him to move his upper body. And he does have, as you can see, the splattered blood all over. And it's a great deal of it, of course, because he's chopping up bodies. So, all right, let's get into the sound activation. Alright, there you have it. So, in conclusion, As I mentioned, this 4-pound Leatherface figure is basically a display piece, and as you saw, please be very careful with him, especially with the chainsaw. That being said, I think for horror collectors, this Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface 18-inch figure would be a great addition to any horror collection. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you next time on the Hauntasm channel. So have a hauntastic day.